This is our last guest poet of the evening. Give it up for Black Ops Poetry!
Yeah. I was told to stand around because I walk around too much on the stage, but this is a smaller stage this time. So this first one is about death. They're all about death. They're all about losing someone. Sorry, I'm quite erratic. This is about a friend who got me back into poetry. If we can start with bass. Yeah, is that all right? Somewhere between Lauryn Hill, Massive Attack, and Drake. Yeah, does that make sense? Not really. Elongated notes. I want something long with the bass.
Yeah, got you.
Cool. Well, here we are. A year and a few months since I lost the reason most of us are healing and learning to love the scars. So David, let's turn this emotional stew into art. We talk about the end of an era. Well, I guess that's why I'm south of the river. Watching you pull out of Dean Street onto Old Compton Street and along Charing Cross Road was like feeling all the air sucked out, and it's odd. As you seemed eternal, like would never have to bear that. But I guess at the base of it, it's selfish that I'd even begin to feel that. But you understood that humans are governed by fear and desire, love and anger, better yet, self-love and self-destruction. You coupled that with the pain of homosexuality, then spent your time helping us unpack decades of baggage. So I learned that my fear stems from my desire. So I learned to put my head to the sky and let my stream of consciousness cut through like a church spire. And this is not to say that I no longer spiral down that chapel, but you taught me that my staircase back up was this page. My 12 steps in 26 letters. Cutting paths for others to follow from a world that swallows. Your influence far surpasses that 56 door, so let me not wallow. I stand strong and proud in the knowledge it's this community you loved. But I hate that I'm saying this, ashes to ashes, dust to dust, but fuck. And I can't even blame the pandemic in this age of 24-hour connectivity. Overstimulated and underproductive means I've lost big bro number 3. Your influence and your presence was like a godly given presence. You were always 6 foot into the heavens. I mean heavens. I can feel that crushing weight of overwhelming emotions, and it feels bitter like lemons, and all I have left are the lessons you taught of how to make lemonade, of how to fight. So we fought, you brought a community together, showed us alone we did not have to weather, but never ever did I think I'd be saying bye to you on paper. Shit, I can't believe I'm saying bye to you on paper. You saw the scene, you saw the cracks and all the love trying to pour through. You lit a fire under more than a few, activated the activists, and watched as the flames grew. And that's not surprising, as you were always humble and warm. Warm like the sun bursting through at dawn. Tall, but you never made me feel small. Sorry, hold on, hold on. I can't forget the way you gave me a hug outside that 5th Street bistro. Why would the universe have you withdrawn, taken like a comforter snatched from a child? You were a caregiver, but did we give you care back? There are so many questions my mind has, my heart has. Did I love you enough? Was I there enough? But this isn't about me and my narcissistic tendencies. Listening to you talk about queer love was like watching an episode of Air Crash Investigations. There was always the dire straits we were in, but then came how we got there and how we'd get out of it, and you closed it off in a way that said we'd be okay. If you see my daddy, make sure he says thank you. Ask him if he's proud of me. Ask him if he's proud of me, even though I'm a friend of Dorothy. Would he be mad if I got married and became Mr. Alan Brownlee? I don't know how, but please, from the bottom of my heart, speak to me. Please speak to me. You were the heart of so many, not because you were perfect, but because you loved, however imperfectly. So before I succumb to this concert of emotion, I want to say, I love you, and I miss you. If we keep it here, and then I want to build up. So I'm going to do this poem, and this is something that I wrote when George Floyd was murdered. They said it gets easier, but I'm guessing that was another white lie. They call me demagogic, a rabble rouser, because I call them out while we march in the masses with our fists to the sky. But what do I have left to lose? What do I have to fear when they do not hear my cries? Still, they attempt to make a mockery and chastise. I'm not here to settle the fact you feel guilty. They say reaching the end of the chapter matters, but how? When you forced me to hold up the whole black community in my hands like you didn't break each finger. So how do I put the tatters of this never-ending book down? All lives matter, but is life really better today? Do I subdue my heavy heart till it decays? I don't know how I should feel right now, much less how I should react. I feel like my heart is screaming and I can't catch my breath. I'm trying to figure out when it became okay to stay quiet. When it became okay to say nothing. Hold on, let me start again. How do I express the fact that I do not give a fuck about your opinion while I'm simultaneously affected by every word that comes out of your mouth? I love my skin and I'm in no doubt that I'm a collection of proteins just like you. So before you judge, remember I'm a mirror of the violence I've been subjected to by high white society. So are you uncomfortable? Are you uncomfortable with the idea that I spell the word nigger and you don't see the stars? Are you uncomfortable with the fact that Field and Master was swapped for a cell and guard? Are you uncomfortable enough to code switch to fit in? Are you uncomfortable with the fact my name is inextricably tied to my black skin? Are you uncomfortable with the fact celebrities buy black bodies like commodities? Are you uncomfortable with the number of dead black bodies during COVID-19 or HIV? Are you uncomfortable knowing we won't let this go? Or are you uncomfortable enough to lower your voice when you use the word black to describe a person? Are you uncomfortable knowing they swapped the rope for a knee on blooded streets? Are you uncomfortable knowing they used our peaceful protest to execute us in 8 minutes? Are you uncomfortable with stop and search? Are you uncomfortable with the fear mothers feel when their black sons leave the house? Are you uncomfortable with the words, I can't breathe? Are you more uncomfortable with the looting or the murder? Are you uncomfortable? Are you uncomfortable yet? Are you fucking uncomfortable? Because I was born uncomfortable. Thank you.
Give a big round of applause for Black Ops Poetry! One more time for Black Ops Poetry, everybody!